everybody, it's the Mommy Penguin, and today I want to do an out of the box for the Primo toilet seat, 4-in-1. It's a stool and it has a soft toilet seat. So it's kind of got this wood outer layer. It is very strong and sturdy, which is what most of the reviews said. Inside there is a toilet seat with a soft piece here. And this is basically just a flat white back, and it does have 4 silicone edges. And I'll show you how it fits in my toilet in a minute. They come with a toilet basin that's, or a potty basin that's pretty large. And then the main thing, the hood and the handle bottom. Now the cool thing that I think about this is that the handles fold in, and that is that can help you have a good stool that's firm. Also, when they're out, it gives you something to hold the whole thing, so it can travel and move easily. If they hadn't have done that, you would either have these handles sticking out, or you'd get that when you go to move it, which wouldn't be fun. So I like that how they designed the handles there. The base is pretty simple. I'm sure if you were using water or a shower to clean it, it'd be easy, but if it did get all over the place, there are these little crevices down here that might be hard for just a hand to reach, and it looks like a Q-tip would fit in there pretty good. So if there was like a complete and utter disaster mess, you might want to get Q-tips or, like a good shower head to spray that off. The pee basin does seem to be rather easily cleanable, and hopefully that's the main thing you'll have to clean with and just wipe down the seat. Now my main concern about this seat is I saw a review saying that their son can take this part, the blue part, off pretty easily, and it does lift up on the sides pretty easily. If you have the back in right, it is a little bit more of a pull to get that off, but still I feel not enough of a pull to have to worry about the hassle that it kind of is to put this in. Now, I did get used to it. It's 4 every, let me show you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these pull tabs. Now, the side ones are pretty easy, but then they come out pretty easy. And then these in the back, the problem is that they need to go in flat into these holes here. And this constantly wants to go up, so you're kind of having to push it down and through. But if you are working with this, you can kind of get the handle of it. So it's kind of hard, and if you notice, it pushes up, and I need it to be flat and go through, and I'm not having the best of luck. Maybe if you kind of work it your way backwards, then let's try it. You can get the sides first. Now let's see this front, which isn't that friendly either, but I mean, you don't want the kids to have it too easy. There we go. And then these side parts. So I'm going to put this one through because it's wanting to be, and you really want to make sure that the entire tab, this portion, is through as well, so that it's harder for them to pull it off in the first place. I don't know, I haven't used this yet. I have an 8-month-old. I don't know how often this will get dirty, and I'll need to pull this apart and do this underneath. Hopefully I won't have to do it that often, but you never know. So that's about, maybe that took me about 30 seconds, maybe a minute to put that back on. It's just a little bit of a hassle. And then let me show you what that's like on a toilet. So here, toilet actually fits pretty snugly there. It's wanting to stay pretty good. Now you can get a little bit of move, but it hits here, and then there's just a little bit of back and forth there, and it doesn't move that much side to side. So, but then let me see, you can still twist it. So There is still some kind of move room, but if you set it on there pretty snug, maybe kind of press it down, you know, and you're putting your child on there, then it shouldn't be too difficult. And then the feet come up right about there. So my daughter's asleep at the moment. I might try that again later once she's there. I feel very comfortable with this. Most parents give this very good reviews, about 4.5 stars on Amazon. And the couple things that they didn't like were, let me just come back up here. A couple things that they didn't like were this, the P guard. So that's because they said it was too low. I feel like that's pretty high. There are some that are very high. I feel that, and it does go down in an angle. So it'll, if you see, here's where it comes out, here's where it starts. And then see this tab pop back out here. So of the few bad reviews, they said that they didn't like how low the P guard was, that this bottom doesn't have anything to stop it moving around, that they had to put it on a carpet in their bathroom, which ours is going to be on a carpet. You could also add a silicone if you feel like it's slippery, to stop it from slippering, which probably would be only maybe $1 or $2 for some strips or something like that. And sometimes the pee got everywhere and the whole seat had to be cleaned, which I've heard in pretty much every single 4-in-1 potty that happens. I didn't want to go with like the Baby Bjorn or another type of potty that's all one piece. If you want a simple clean, that might be what you want to go for. But I wanted something that she could experience what it's like to be up on the toilet as well, because I want to make sure that she can transition easily and not have just her potty. Some people also mentioned that they like that it's a little bit heavier, so it's not so light like the summer infant that it just becomes a toy. It has a little bit of weight. It's still rather light though. It's still light enough for me to easily move this around, but it may be a little bit heavy for a child to kind of get the full tilt. But it doesn't seem all that heavy. I could probably hold it with one finger, and it's not hurting that finger. So if I did it with my pinky, I can hold it with my pinky. It is a little bit of a strain. So that's weird, but you know, I'm just saying like about how heavy it is. Okay, so that's the Primo all-in-one 4-in-1 potty chair. And it's about $26.11 on Amazon.